Hey there, savvy shoppers. Prices are increasing, and it's crucial for you to act quickly to stay ahead of the competition. In today's video, I'm breaking down the 8 essential grocery products you should buy right now before their prices double next week. I understand that you don't want to face empty shelves or pay twice as much when you need these items the most. Stay tuned until the end, as each product I recommend will significantly enhance your survival kit, particularly the first one, which is the most crucial item you cannot afford to overlook. Imagine this: inflation keeps rising, and suddenly, the cost of your everyday essentials skyrockets. Don't let that happen to you. By taking action now, you'll save money and secure your family's future. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with friends and family who need to hear it. Let's make sure everyone is prepared for what's coming. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 8. Sugar and sweets. I understand your question. Why sugar? The USDA predicts a 5.8% increase in sugar prices by the end of this year. If you love baking or even enjoy a daily sweet treat, it's time to stock up. Imagine reaching for that bag of sugar next month, only to see the price has doubled. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later for getting it now when prices are still manageable. Let's delve deeper into the importance of stockpiling sugar and sweets now, before prices skyrocket. The global sugar market is under immense pressure, and prices have surged by over 55% in just the last 2 months. A key driver of this price spike is the ongoing El Niño phenomenon, which is causing extreme weather conditions in major sugar-producing regions like India and Thailand. These countries, which are typically responsible for a significant portion of global exports, are seeing droughts and crop failures that drastically cut their output. India, the world's largest consumer and one of the top producers of sugar, reported its driest August in over a century. This weather anomaly has stunted sugarcane crops, reducing the country's output by an estimated 8%. This decline not only limits their ability to meet domestic demand, but also affects their export capacity, putting additional strain on global supply. Meanwhile, Thailand, another major player in the sugar market, has faced similar issues, with its harvest projections down by 15% due to poor weather conditions. As if these disruptions weren't enough, the use of sugar in alternative industries like biofuels is also pushing prices up. For example, the demand for ethanol, a biofuel derived from sugar, is growing, which diverts sugar away from food markets and reduces available supply. This trend is further reducing global stockpiles, which are currently at their lowest levels since 2009. So, why is this important for you? Imagine reaching for your usual bag of sugar a few weeks from now and finding that it costs almost double, or worse, isn't available at all. Sugar is a key ingredient, not just for baking, but also for preserving foods, making it indispensable for long-term storage. By stocking up now, you'll avoid paying premium prices later, or, even worse, facing shortages. The USDA predicts sugar prices will continue their upward trend throughout 2024, so the smartest move you can make is to buy in bulk while you still can. By taking action now, you can ensure the security of your pantry and wallet. Don't wait until it's too late. Trust me, you'll be glad you prepared ahead of time. Number 7. Eggs. Now, let's delve deeper into the egg situation, as it is a serious matter that could significantly impact your household budget. Eggs might seem like a small everyday item, but they're critical, and their prices have been anything but stable over the last year. First, let's get into the numbers. According to recent USDA data, egg prices jumped 8.4% earlier this year. While they have slightly stabilized since then, they are still 17% lower than last year when the market faced a massive shortage due to avian flu outbreaks. But here's the catch. Experts predict another price hike of up to 4.7% by the end of the year. This is largely due to rising feed costs and the potential for another wave of bird flu, which could reduce supply again. Remember when egg prices surged due to avian flu? That outbreak wiped out millions of birds and caused severe supply chain disruptions, sending prices skyrocketing. Even though the market has partially recovered, these outbreaks are unpredictable and can strike again, driving prices back up overnight. Imagine walking into the grocery store and seeing egg prices double. This isn't just speculation, it's a realistic scenario that could happen any week. Eggs aren't just a breakfast food, they're a kitchen staple. They're essential for baking, cooking, and countless recipes. Whether you're making cakes, bread, or even just scrambled eggs for a quick meal, you'll always need them. If you wait until prices climb again, you'll be paying more for an ingredient that's a core part of nearly every meal you prepare. Think about all the recipes that rely on eggs, desserts, homemade pasta, quiches, even some sauces. Without them, you'll find yourself either spending more or cutting back on meals you love. So, what can you do? The best move is to buy eggs in bulk now. If you're worried about eggs expiring, consider freezing them. In fact, you have heard it correctly. If you crack them into a freezer-safe container and lightly beat them, you can store them for up to a year. Alternatively, you can buy powdered eggs or liquid egg substitutes, which have an even longer shelf life and work great for cooking and baking. Trust me, if you delay, you'll regret it when the prices spike and you're forced to pay double or, worse, find empty shelves. The price of inaction isn't just higher grocery bills, it's about missing out on the basics you need to keep your kitchen running smoothly. And if you have a family to feed, this becomes even more important. So, take action now. Buy your eggs, freeze them if needed, and consider other egg alternatives that can keep you well stocked through any price hikes. You'll thank yourself later when you're enjoying a nice omelet without having to break the bank. Number 6. Beef and veal. Beef and veal are essential protein sources for many families, and the market for these products is under pressure. As per the USDA's latest reports, beef prices are projected to rise by 2.7% in 2024. This increase isn't just a random fluctuation. It's driven by several factors that are likely to impact your grocery bill significantly. First, the rising costs of feed for cattle are a major contributor. Feed prices have been climbing due to global supply chain disruptions and increasing fertilizer costs. When feed becomes expensive, it's inevitable that farmers pass these costs down to consumers in the form of higher beef prices. Additionally, droughts in key cattle-producing regions in the U.S. have impacted grazing lands, further driving up production costs. This is why stocking up on beef now is crucial, especially if you want to avoid paying a premium later. Another important factor is that beef production has been slowly declining due to labor shortages in processing facilities. These shortages lead to delays and reduced output, meaning less beef on the market. With demand staying steady or even increasing, it's a classic case of supply and demand where prices will spike. And let's not forget the impact of international trade policies and tariffs, which have also put pressure on meat exports and imports, further influencing domestic prices. Now, imagine this scenario. It's summer, and you're planning a barbecue. You head to the grocery store, only to find that beef prices have doubled. Those steaks and burgers that were once affordable are now a luxury. By stocking up today and freezing your meat, you can avoid this shock. Many cuts of beef, like ground beef or steaks, freeze well and can be safely stored for months. Investing in a freezer stash now not only saves you money, but also ensures you have a backup supply in case of future shortages. By being proactive, you're not just saving money, you're securing your family's access to high-quality protein in the face of rising prices. Number 5. Cereal and bakery products. Cereal and bakery products are more than just breakfast staples. They are essential items in millions of households worldwide, making their rising costs a big concern. The USDA reports that prices for these products are set to increase by around 1.3%, but don't let that smaller percentage fool you. When you consider how often you buy these items, bread for sandwiches, cereal for breakfast, baked goods for snacks, the impact on your grocery bill quickly adds up. One reason for the increase is the rising cost of wheat and other grains used in cereals and baked goods. Global grain supplies are under pressure due to unpredictable weather patterns, supply chain disruptions, and increased demand. For example, droughts in key grain-producing areas and geopolitical tensions have impacted exports, pushing up the cost of raw materials. When manufacturers face these higher production costs, they pass them on to consumers. Another factor is the rising cost of transportation and packaging. Even if grain production stabilizes, the expenses associated with getting products from factories to store shelves remain high. This affects everything from your morning cereal to your favorite bakery products, such as bagels, muffins, and sandwich bread. If fuel prices continue to climb, you'll see cereal boxes and bread loaves becoming even pricier. Imagine waking up next week and finding your go-to cereal has jumped significantly in price. Or picture your favorite bakery section with prices so high that a loaf of bread costs as much as a whole meal used to. To avoid this, stocking up now while prices are still manageable is a wise move. Cereal has a decent shelf life, and bread can be stored in the freezer for later use, allowing you to save money in the long run and avoid the inevitable price surge. This isn't just about saving money, it's about maintaining consistency and stability in your everyday life. Having a stockpile of these essentials ensures you won't be caught off guard by sudden price hikes or shortages. If you prepare now, you'll avoid the frustration of finding empty shelves or paying double for your everyday basics. Number 4. Fats and oils. Fats and oils are essential in almost every kitchen. From cooking to baking, they are foundational ingredients, and the demand for them is high. The USDA projects that prices for fats and oils could increase by as much as 4.7%. This includes items like cooking oils, vegetable, olive, and canola, butter, margarine, and even lard. Now, you might think a small percentage increase isn't a big deal, but let's dig a little deeper into why this matters. First, global factors play a huge role in these price hikes. The ongoing geopolitical tensions in key oil-producing regions and unpredictable weather patterns, such as droughts affecting soybean and palm oil production, have disrupted supply chains. When supply is impacted on a global scale, local markets feel the squeeze quickly, leading to price hikes that can catch you off guard. This year, we've already seen disruptions in the global sunflower oil supply due to conflicts in Europe, which spiked prices across other oil varieties like vegetable and canola oil. Now, think about how much you rely on these products. Fats and oils aren't just used for frying or sautéing, they're also essential in salad dressings, baking, and even as an ingredient in packaged foods like bread and snacks. Without these basics, your ability to prepare many meals would be limited. Imagine finding yourself in a situation where oil prices have doubled, and you need to decide between cooking a healthy meal or settling for expensive takeout. Buying fats and oils in bulk now and storing them properly — many oils have long shelf lives if kept in a cool, dark place — is a smart move to safeguard your budget. Additionally, when oil prices rise, it often has a ripple effect on other food categories. For instance, the cost of baked goods and snacks that use fats and oils in production will also climb. The USDA notes that cereal and bakery product prices, which include goods reliant on oils, are already up by 1.3%. By securing your cooking fats now, you're not only saving on direct purchases, but also shielding yourself from indirect price surges in other products. Don't wait until your favorite cooking oil is triple the price or completely out of stock. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later for preparing ahead. Number 3. Poultry prices may look stable right now, but don't be fooled. Things are likely to change fast. Experts forecast a price increase of at least 0.5%, which might seem small initially, but it's important to understand why this matters and how it can escalate. The poultry industry has faced numerous challenges, including avian flu outbreaks, rising feed costs, and labor shortages, all of which impact production levels. When supply chains are strained, prices can spike rapidly, leaving you with fewer affordable options at the grocery store. Think back to past years when chicken prices surged due to avian flu or supply disruptions. If you didn't stock up then, you might remember seeing higher prices and empty shelves. This scenario can repeat itself, especially as demand grows during the holiday season when people prepare festive meals. Moreover, with inflation affecting every aspect of production, from the grain that feeds the chickens to the fuel that transports them, poultry prices are poised to become a burden for many households. Another critical factor is that poultry is a staple protein in many diets. making it vulnerable to price manipulation. As people seek cost-effective proteins over beef or fish, which are already expensive, demand for chicken rises, pushing prices higher. If you wait, you could find yourself paying significantly more, or worse, finding limited availability when you need it most. By purchasing and freezing chicken now, you're locking in today's price, protecting your budget, and ensuring you have a reliable protein source for weeks to come. So, don't wait. Start buying and freezing poultry today. It's an easy way to ensure you're prepared for price hikes and potential shortages. Trust me, it's a small effort that can save you money and stress in the long run. Number 2. Canned goods. Canned goods are a practical and essential stockpile, especially as grocery prices rise. These items, including canned fruits, vegetables, soups, beans, and meats, offer long shelf lives, making them a reliable choice when fresh produce becomes too expensive or unavailable. Think about it. When inflation hits or a natural disaster disrupts supply chains, fresh foods are often the first to disappear from shelves, while canned goods remain a solid backup option. Now, why is this particularly important right now? Well, grocery stores are already seeing increases in prices across various categories, and as more people start to feel the squeeze, they turn to non-perishable foods like canned goods for their affordability and longevity. By stocking up now, you not only secure these items at their current prices, but also avoid the panic buying that tends to empty shelves quickly when people realize costs are climbing. Imagine this. You go to the store next week, and the canned section is nearly empty because everyone is rushing to grab what's left. This isn't just speculation. Recent history has shown how quickly supplies dwindle when fear sets in or when economic conditions worsen. By acting now, you save yourself the stress and uncertainty of scrambling for essentials later. Plus, many canned items are nutritionally dense and versatile, allowing you to create balanced meals even when fresh options are limited or priced out of reach. Think about all the scenarios where canned goods are a lifesaver: power outages, natural disasters, or sudden price hikes. Having a stockpile ensures you and your family have access to food, no matter what happens. Trust me, you'll feel relieved knowing you've prepared ahead of time. Number 1. Water and other non-perishables. Water and non-perishable foods are arguably the most critical items you need to stock up on now, especially given the unpredictable nature of both natural disasters and supply chain disruptions that have become increasingly common. Water is essential not only for drinking, but also for cooking and basic hygiene. In emergencies like floods, hurricanes, or even power outages, bottled water becomes a necessity, and we've seen how fast store shelves can empty out during these events. Think about it. When the power goes out, water treatment plants can be compromised, leaving tap water unsafe or completely unavailable. This makes having bottled water a critical backup. The CDC recommends at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a minimum of 3 days, but in reality, it's wise to have enough for at least 2 weeks. Beyond water, non-perishable items such as canned goods, pasta, rice, and dehydrated foods are indispensable. These items have long shelf lives, making them perfect for stockpiling in case of inflation, shortages, or even emergencies where fresh food isn't an option. Canned vegetables, fruits, beans, and proteins like tuna or chicken provide essential nutrients and can be eaten without cooking if necessary. The advantage of having these items is their versatility. You can create meals without relying on refrigeration or electricity. Imagine the relief of knowing that if prices soar or supplies dwindle, you have a stock of affordable, nutritious food ready to go. In addition, think about non-perishable staples like peanut butter, oats, and dried fruits. Peanut butter, for example, is protein-rich and doesn't require refrigeration, making it an excellent emergency item. Dried fruits and nuts can offer essential vitamins and calories, perfect for when you're unable to prepare full meals. These items can be lifesavers if you find yourself cut off from fresh supplies due to transportation issues or extreme weather events. It's also worth noting that prices for these essentials can rise drastically during crises as demand surges and supply chains struggle to keep up. By purchasing and storing these now, you're not only protecting yourself from future price increases, but also ensuring you have a dependable food source. Remember, inflation isn't just about prices going up. It's also about items disappearing entirely from stores when panic buying sets in. You don't want to be in a position where you're scrambling for necessities when they've become scarce. By taking action now, you'll be ahead of the game, ready for whatever comes next. And there you have it. These 8 grocery items are must-haves before prices double or supplies run out. Trust me, folks, stocking up now means avoiding the chaos later. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing your pantry is filled with essentials when others are scrambling. Taking action today ensures you're prepared for inflation, shortages, and emergencies, whether it's a natural disaster or unexpected price hikes. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next survival tip. We've got plenty more to share to keep you prepared. Share this video with your friends and family to ensure that no one is unprepared. Stay safe and see you in the next video.